I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hid my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist, cause I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed cause of my pretty blue eyes. A Nazi, white supremacist, anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics.
Welcome to 253 Reactions, y'all. My name is Larry, and I appreciate your time and you coming by to hang out. We are doing Tom MacDonald's Whiteboy. Randy Donna suggested this with his or her long list of songs of Tom MacDonald to do. I'm trying to do them in semi-order, or what interests me the most. So today we're doing Whiteboy. I have a feeling this video is going to be a bit of a gut punch with the name and how he starts it off here. Is he pushing back against white hate? Is he tired of being blamed for being the devil, for being the root of all evil when it comes to race? Or is Tom just trying to push buttons? I guess we shall find out, huh?
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hid my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist cause I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed cause of my pretty blue eyes. A Nazi, white supremacist, anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man
Wow. I see what he's doing here now. He's challenging all stereotypes. White, black, whatever color you're from, whatever rainbow, right? He's pushing back on all white people being racist. I like how in the classroom he seems to be the minority, or everyone, all the white people that are in the class are looking away. They want nothing to do with him because he's speaking out for what he believes. And I appreciate that chorus, where people are, white boy, you can't say that, because let's face it, white people can't say what other people can say. You can't be proud to be white. It's just not allowed. That's racist. White pride is absolutely a red flag, right? But you can be proud to be anything else. Any other nationality that you're from, it's okay. It's just like it's racist now to be proud to be American. But you can be proud to be from anywhere else. At least, that's the perspective that I see when I watch the news or when I watch TV or watch Netflix or whatever. It's probably not true. It's probably, propaganda, just like everything else that we watch. But the perspective that I get from watching that is that I am evil. I am the devil. I am the problem. And quite frankly, I don't think I am. But let's see where he takes us with this song.
White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha cause her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps. He stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame. He's siphoning gas. So this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You let history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
That hits hard. You paint me with the brush that you paint slave owners with. Yeah, we are not those people. We are not those people. I like that. And I just wanted to say from earlier, my perspective was based on what I see from TV, not in my real life. In my real life, I'm an Uber driver in Seattle. I have no racism problems in my life. I know I'm white, so maybe that's why. Who knows? White privilege, right? But when I'm driving, I don't see generally what color somebody is when they get in my car. It's dark outside, so I don't look to see what nationality they're from. I can usually hear their accents. I know if somebody's from India or Japan or wherever based on their accent, because there's a lot of tourism in Seattle, so I get lots of different accents. But I don't know what nationality they are. I don't know what race they are. I can guess, but I don't know. And we get along just fine. Most people are very friendly, and we get along just fine. There's no racism in the car, I should say.
Don't say that, white boy. Oh, you so bad, white boy. You wish you were black, white boy. Dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
I got a mother, a father, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make the distinction.
Okay, yeah, that's not. I'm sorry for the quick pause, guys, but that's another thing that bugs me. Why do they have race on college applications? Why do they have race on job applications? Why do they have race on any kind of polling situation? Take race off the questionnaire, right? What does it matter what race somebody is when they're applying for a job? What does it matter what race you are if you're polling at the polls? What does it matter if you're going to go to college and you're going to major in education? So just for an example, what does it matter what race you are? Segregate us, right? That's how I see it, at least. I could be way off, guys.
Have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless, and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make.
Right.
No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes, acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. God.
All right, I want to hear that again. I'm sorry, guys. When he was up on that pile right there, that was so powerful, how he was talking.
All that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a
Right
man
here.
for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis, I think they're better off dead. They're fighting hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe.
All right, I got one more pause, guys. Bigger picture here. He's calling out the media. He's calling out the Rockefellers and the Royals. He's calling out everyone that creates and builds and maintains this system, right? By asking on the poll, what race are you? You're polarizing the race, and you're making us different when we're really not. Wow, this song really got me a little angry. I love also how Nova is editing and shooting this very close and personal. Makes the lyrics stand out instead of the video. Bravo, bravo, Nova. All right, let's finish this strong, guys.
Tense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't cause they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely cause the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
Did you guys see how he was chanting what everybody was saying to him in the chorus there? He was chanting it himself like it was propaganda, brainwashed, slowly getting brainwashed and repeating back like an echo chamber. The symbolism there was incredible. So, final thoughts. Tom MacDonald's Whiteboy. Where do I start? Quite frankly, the song pissed me off. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. It pissed me off. Whether you agree with the song or disagree with Tom, this song's about personal responsibility versus collective blame. I respect the risk Tom is taking here. Even if some of the bars land really rough, he's speaking his truth, and I'm for that. I really like that part of this. And who knows, maybe he will spark some real conversation. I mean, I know this song was put out in 2018, it's a little old. I'm definitely behind the times with this. You never know when a new or an old song will spark a new conversation. Maybe this song already had the conversation and I'm just behind. Tell me what line hit you guys hardest. For me, it was when he said, don't paint me with the same brush that you paint slavers, or something similar to that. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Just because I'm white doesn't mean that I did what the white people did back then. And let's be real, slavers were black too. It's part of history, right? I'm sure it's not in the history books anymore, but it's part of history. So, meat and potato rating for this song, I'm going to go with a 9.8. It made me feel something. It had a good lyrics. It was easy to follow and understand. Had a great video. The symbolism was great. Nobody did a good job, of course. Drop what you guys liked about this song or disliked about this song in comments, but keep it civil, huh? Let's keep it debatable and not insulting. Or don't. I appreciate you guys coming out and taking the time to watch my videos. If you're at this point, then you watched all the way through, and I appreciate you for that. Go Hog and go Nova fans. I don't know what Nova fans are called. Are they Hog too? Thank you guys for the donations on my Venmo account. The link is in the description. Trying to upgrade all my gear. I got this new microphone. Hope it sounds great. I need to get headset and some other things. So maybe some better lighting because I have no lighting. So maybe even a green screen so I can do this visible background properly. But thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate your time, and I will catch you guys in the next one.